Auspicious morning. Today the session is powered by Mrs. Lata Prasad. Okay. Today we are going to discuss kinds of sentences. How many kinds of sentences are there in English? There are 5 kinds of sentences are there in English. They are: number 1, assertive. Assertive or declarative. What is assertive or declarative sentences? It's nothing but only facts or statements. Okay. Example. So assertive or declarative sentence, it is nothing but facts or statements. Facts or statements. Example: honey is sweet. The sun rises in the east. The boy goes to school. Mother cooks food. These all will come under assertive or declarative sentence because statements. So commonly assertive sentence, how will you find out? Starting with a capital letter and ending with a full stop. Okay. So why we are learning kinds of sentences? It's a very small topic, and why we are learning this? If we know kinds of sentence only, we can just learn another topic, direct and indirect speech. Direct and indirect speech in various sentences is a topic if we want to grasp a little, if we want to go through easily. First of all, we must understand what is assertive and what is declarative. Okay? So, the second category of sentence, imperative sentences. Imperative sentences. What is imperative sentences? Can be a command, can be an order, can be a request. Okay? Command, order, request. Can go for an example for command. Go at once to the borders. Order, get me the file from the office. Get me the file from the office. Request, fetch me a glass of water. Fetch me a glass of water. Okay? So, imperative sentence, either command, a request or order. Day-to-day life, it's very important and essential also. So, imperative sentence comes under command, order or a request. Okay? So, next category of sentence, that is interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentences. Number 3, interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences, when we speak about, immediately we come to our mind, it's nothing but asking questions. It's nothing but asking questions. In other way, start with a question word and end with a question tag. Example: where are you going to? Are you a boy or a girl? Are you a boy or a girl? Tell me what's your opinion? What's your opinion? What's your opinion about this? Like that, various questions we can ask. So, interrogative sentence will come under asking questions. Okay? So, the next category of sentence, number 4, exclamatory. Exclamatory sentences. What is exclamatory sentences? It shows sudden feeling that can be made with happiness or sorrow or sudden something happening, anything it can be. So it shows sudden feelings. Then it starts with an exclamatory word and end with an exclamation mark. Okay? Example, what a bloody incident this is. Then, how nice she looks. How nice she looks. So most of the time, while making exclamatory sentences, we'll use what and how. And I would like to tell you one more thing. This what, many ways we can use. I mean, exclamatory, this word commonly we are using in interrogative sentence, isn't it? So, if it follows with an exclamation mark, this we can treat as exclamatory sentence. Then if we start with the same thing, what's your name? What's your name? Question mark. So if it is like that way, this what will be considering as interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronoun. Then in between the sentence if you are using what? In between the sentence if you are using what or which or who or whose, then that will be considering as relative pronoun. Relative pronoun. Okay? For example, the man whom I met yesterday near the railway station was my high school teacher. So there in between we use the question word. That we can say that is relative pronoun. If it is the beginning like what, which, how, that is interrogative pronoun. Then beginning question word we are using and ending with an exclamation mark, that will be exclamatory sentences. So day to day we are using, and while talking, while making prank with others, funny way of conversation, we will be using all these things. So just very easy thing, and we are just going for a glance. This all everyone knows, and nothing difficult in that. Okay. So the last category of sentence, that is optative sentence. What is optative sentence? It expresses a wish or a prayer. A wish or a prayer. Example, may God bless you. Wish you a successful married life. Wish you a successful married life. So, let it be assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, exclamatory sentence, octative sentence. All the 5 categories of sentence, it's very essentially direct and indirect speech. So if you know about all this, you can easily pick up this. Then just let us go for a glance. In short, let us go through. In short, let us go through. Assertive. If we say assertive, immediately it must come to your mind statement. Statement. Number 2, interrogative. Suddenly must remember questions. Imperative. Have to think command, order or request. Then exclamatory. Exclamatory, which shows sudden feelings. Optative, wish or prayer. Okay, so we said goodbye to kinds of sentences. So in short, you have to think in your mind: assertive, statement; interrogative, questions; imperative, command, order or request; exclamatory, sudden feeling; optative, wish or prayer. Okay. So next topic, direct and indirect speech. It's very interesting. Meanwhile, it's a bit hard also. Okay. What is direct speech? He said, I am unwell. So here, he said, we can say this is a reported speech. A reported speech. And this said, we can say a reporting verb. And I am unwell. That is direct speech. That is direct speech. Okay. So he said whatever there it is given after comma in inverted commas. That is direct speech. That we are expressing what we want to say. That is direct speech. What is indirect speech? Someone's quoting, we are reporting. After removing comma and inverted commas, and we are reporting. Someone's quoting, we are reporting here. That is indirect speech. So, while making direct to indirect speech, we have to make various changes in certain words and in certain sentences. Okay? Here, thus will change into so. This will change into that. These will change into those. Now will change into then. Today will change into the day. Tomorrow changes the next day. Yesterday changes the day before. Here change into there. Ago change into before. Thus change into so. So these many changes we can make it. I am sorry, repeated this. So whenever we are making direct to indirect speech, we will come across certain words like this, then we can change it and use it. Okay, let us go for detail. Okay, so rules in changing direct speech into indirect speech. The first rule, there are many rules, let us go through one by one. The first rule is, if the verb in the reported speech, what is reported speech? This is reported speech and this is direct speech. And here only the said that is reporting verb. Okay. if the verb in the reported speech is in past tense, they said is in past tense, then what we will get? All the present tense in the indirect speech are changed into past tense. Okay? They said we do this work easily. So here it is, the verb, reporting verb is in past tense, and reported speech, that is in present tense. We do this work easily, that is in present tense. Then while making indirect speech, what we have to do? We have to make entire things in past tense. They said that they did that work easily. We are removing the quotation and we are adding that. He said, inverted comma, I'm going to school. How can we change that? He said that he was going to school. We already removed the comma, inverted commas, and we added that. Commonly, that will add for assertive sentence only, but this is not assertive. This is not regarding assertive sentence. Only just I want to tell you what are the changes while making changes. What are the rules and regulations we have to follow? Okay. Okay. Fine. Certain words will be getting changed. Am will change into was. Do will change into did. Am going change into was going. Have written change into had written. Have been changed into had been. Okay. Here. He said, I have written my exam. He is telling. He said that he had written his exam. Because when we are speaking about ourselves, we can use I. When we are changing, first person change to third person. Then what will happen? Instead of my, we have to use his. Okay? Okay, fine. Further examples, let us go through. He said, I shall go to school tomorrow. Here you have to remember one thing. Shall will never change into should. Shall will change to would only. So how can we change this? He said that. He said that. He. I will change into he. First person change into third person. He said that he would go to school. Tomorrow change into next day. School next day. If you tell after me, I'll feel so happy. How interesting this is, isn't it? So he said that he would go to school next day. He said, I shall be going there. Very interesting. He said that. He said that. First person changed into third person. Good. He said that he would be going. He would be going then. Good. Tell after me. He said, I shall have eaten this mango. Okay? He said that. He said that he would have eaten. This will change into that mango. He said that he would have eaten that mango. So these sentences, these three examples, we changed tomorrow. Here we changed shall. Here we changed this, and we changed first person into third person. Very interesting, and I feel you people are following with great enthusiasm. Okay, Shall we go for further examples? Okay, fine. It's very interesting. Let us go for further examples. He said, I shall have been working in this college for 4 years. He said that he would have been working in this college. I'm sorry, this will change it to that. Good. In that college for 4 years. Okay, this is another type of sentence. So far, he said, this is only a reported speech or reporting speech. Here, after the reporting speech, after the reporting verb, it's an object here. Then here shall be used, but here will it is used. So what the changes will be, let us see. He told me that. Why should we take, why we have taken told here? Why we have taken told here? After said, if any objects are there, said will change into told in indirect speech. It's very interesting, no? Follow me. He told me that. Then here, first person we have to change it. First person we have, this second person we have to change it in first person while making indirect speech. He told me that I should, will change into should. I should come to him. Okay, I should come to him. Tomorrow changes, come to him next day. Very interesting. He told me that I should come to him next day. What's the question? He said to me, you will come to me tomorrow. So whenever we are getting an object after a reporting verb in direct speech, while making indirect speech, the main thing we have to remember in our mind, that is said will change into told in indirect speech. Then such sentences will changes should. Here you must have observed shall changes would. Okay, told me that I should come to him. The next day. I should come to him the next day. Alright, so I don't want to prolong much rules in this way, because today a very auspicious day, Krishnashtami. Everyone are longing much to have an entertainment with Krishnashtami. So I don't want to prolong much. Just a glance I'll tell you. Direct, indirect speech. I gave you certain words, how they will changes in indirect speech. Then some sentences, example I gave, what changes it occurs. So very slowly let us go for rules. Then we will reach what the changes will be occurring in assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, then exclamatory sentence and operative sentence. That's like that we have to go. Okay? Hence, like, share and subscribe the video by pressing the bell icon which is given below. I would like to remind you, see what we learned today, direct indirect speech. What we studied the other day, passive active voice, will be always used in our lifetime. Let it be high school children, intermediate and degree students, competitive examiners, all will be using this direct, indirect speech and active, passive voice. Have a look that and do more exercise and get thorough in that. Okay, thank you.